Chris, hello, sir. How are you? Where am I? I'm somewhere. I'm everywhere, actually. Let me see where I'm at. Okay, it's Chris. Okay, here you are. See, here you are. Hi. Okay, so we got. Here are my submissions. There are a couple of days later to my work session. I'm not worried about that, as you know right now. I mean, I'll clip you for something that I think is not. This is a weird week, though, because we had the holiday and we just got so much work this week. So I'm going to take it easy. I think that I'm going to give everyone a break here, even if they're late, because it was just a grueling week, and you have to admit. So anyways, no worries there. Next week, try to be on time, because I will start looking at deductions for late submissions next week, because we're back to normal, technically, I guess. So anyways, a couple of magazine one early. Submit everything together. And that's good. I appreciate that, Chris. I really do, because you know what? It takes time and effort to make these videos, and I would really rather look at just one set of sketches and have to go back and do another video later. So thank you very much for being so considerate. Let's go ahead and take a look at your work. Got your magazine up here, and the first thing I want to mention is that your typeset is really very, very good. Okay? Page structure is a little. We've got some issues with the page. So we're going to address those, and we're going to address your everything from head to toe. So let's go. All right. First thing I want to mention is that I think you're trying to communicate too much with color and illustration. And I say that because this is technically, it is a typography class. So there are ways of communicating with typography. I think this is a wonderful illustration. I really think that it shows the intent. I'm not crazy about the way that this hook goes like this. That's just not how those hooks are shaped. They're circle, right? So and then plus that, if that's circular, it will really do a nice continuation with those pie charts. It'll draw a really wonderful visual continuation. Right now it's not, because that's a wrong shape. So is that. Turn that into a circle, and you got some really wonderful continuation. Illustration is too big. Headline's too small. So you're trying to do all your communication through the illustration as opposed to the headline. I would like to see a nice, that's just really so, I don't know, Chris, it's really boring. I mean, there's got to be a way that you can compose that headline to really just take control over this opening page of the spread. Let's look at some examples. Here you go. Look at that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Look at that headline. Just grabs you, slaps you across the face 4 or 5 times, pulls you in by the lapel and says, "Read me now." You see what it's just wonderful. Let's take a look at that. There's another nice typographic composition. There's another nice one. And what these are doing is they're saying, okay, you got a lot of choices to make today, so I'm going to help you make this choice by making it easy for you to find me interesting and want to read me. Can we say that about this? I don't think so. So that's what I'm saying. I think you're really dependent on the image. What would this page look like without the image? It would be pretty mundane. General formula. You got a headline, you got a subhead, you got a byline, you got a drop cap, you got your text blocks. Okay, try that. Okay, I really think that right now, I think that your page is. I would put these up top actually and pull the text down a little bit. I would reduce that. I would take your hooked headline, and I would really draw a wonderful attention. Let's make a wonderful composition there, and then associate the byline. I'm sorry, the subhead by so and so. Let's get a drop cap in here so we know. Well, actually, you're starting these. Do you really need to start your article with these, because this is kind of makes it appear like kind of like a list. A lot of articles. Where was that one? This is lovely. See how it just goes into the text. It's not like trying to say, okay, this is what you're about to read. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it goes subhead text, subhead text, and that's where I think without doing this headlines, you could fit a drop cap in there, and it would be very, very nice. The typeset is actually very good. I think the typographic color is gorgeous. Your text blocks aren't too long. Your character count is perfect. Rags look pretty good. I'll talk about the rags in a second. One thing that's just killing me here is your indents. You're probably 10, boy, I'll bet you're 10 spaces deep, maybe even a dozen. Let me see. There's 5, 6, 7. You're at least 7, 8 spaces deep on that indent. Probably more there. When you indent 2 or 3, maybe 4 at the most. But set up your paragraph style so that you're very slight on your indent. Okay, you just want enough to indicate that that's a new paragraph without decimating the left margin with that big space in between. In this particular case, I don't even think you need to indent because you have a space between your paragraphs. So you can pull that right over there and really clean up your right margins. Your call. I don't typically use space between and indent. I'll use one or the other. Let's talk about your rags. Your rags are okay. They're not terrible, but they're not great either. Because they're not great because they're forming, see that pattern right there? See this pattern? Whoop. Okay, see these waves? See this one? Whoop. Let's find another wave. That's okay. Here's one here. Whoop. Okay, here's a great whoop. See that? So you don't want those. You want to stagger. Long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short. Not so you can notice. Doesn't need to be noticeable, but short, long, short, long, short, long. This is set nicely. Okay, good rags there. That line might be a tad long, but it's not. It's fine. Okay, that's a widow. Anything sitting at the bottom of the line alone, that's a widow. Don't want that. Anything sitting at the top of a line alone, you don't want that. Any sentence sitting alone, away from the rest of its paragraph, you don't want that. Okay, typographic color. I don't think you need this. Try a white background, try coloring your type instead of the backgrounds. This definitely doesn't need to have a colored background. I would just use pink for the type, use black for the subheads. You got these wonderful pie charts and go from there. Folios, page numbers. Folios formatted like this, differently on the left and right hand side page. You have the number, page number, volume number, magazine title. Then on the right hand side, you have it in reverse. So page number, volume number, magazine title. Okay. Other than that, I think this is really, you're off to a wonderful start. Let's take a look at your sketches. Sketches look good. I've gone through this. I think that you understand. Well, obviously, no, I don't think. I know you understand what a gatefold is based on your sketches. That's one of the things that I think is the major thing here is getting these gatefolds set up accordingly. So I think the rest is I'm not going to comment too much on this because I think the rest is, and you're really starting to think about this. As that door is going to open, let's put a French door here so it opens correctly. Right now, that door is going to open right here, right where the fold is. That's not right. The knob's over here. Let's make French door so it opens correctly. Okay? But you get the idea. I want to look at this gatefold here because there's some really good ideas here. But basic gatefold, flat panel in the middle, side folds down, middle panels twice the width of the side panels. So everything looks perfect. You can put a fold in the middle and make the whole pamphlet the width of one of those, but that would be called a double gate, and that's not what we're doing. We're doing a regular gatefold. Okay, that's all I have, Chris. I think you're doing great. Thank you so much for your submission, and if you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.